So to many of you, I mean, if you're watching my content, thank you. But I'm going to be here to help you on your journey through Street Fighter duels. In this video, we're going to show you the pretty much the top 10 characters you should kind of invest your time in on your grind through challenges and a little bit on the PvP side. So consider this a little bit of a top 10. So number one is Bison. You can't go wrong with M. Bison for a lot of reasons. AKA, you've seen him in action. He's used on every goddamn team, but he's number one for that reason. And I highly appreciate this character. Even in draft, it goes to show that Bison is still reigns supreme. If you don't know how to counter him, you have to use a lot of AoE characters that hit multiple people so you can get through the Bison in general. Second would actually be Ken if you don't have Ken. Gormagal Ken is amazing, not just in PvP, but he's also great in the challenges. And that's because his SSS Garage is definitely worth investing your time in if you got him to that point. Because that passive is really godly, and we'll go over that in another video. But if you didn't get Event Ken, focus on Beast Geef. Beast Geef is so godly when it comes to a super combo number 2. It does a twirl, it interrupts the opponent's supers, and it's actually a really solid combo character in general. So I would definitely recommend him if you don't have Gormagali Ken. Since that's an event, we can give Beast Geef number 2. Fashion Blanca, really freaking solid. Oh my god, dude. Fashion Blanca is so good. The burn, the AO damage overtime, the DOE right there. Damage overtime. DO. The DO of Fashion Blanca is actually really solid. So you're going to want to invest in that too if you have them. Very good. Hits a lot of characters. And actually, definitely one of my top characters that I use on my team comp. Elena, must have. Must. Huge must have character on your roster. This is the best healer in the game. Definitely focus on getting her to SS when you can, and her passive, and get all that up at least to level 30 so you can have the fullest of heals to get through a lot of these challenge stages and other future stages when you get around to it. Fashion Sakura is also good. She kind of went down, but she's still a little bit one of the stronger fighters when it comes to dodging. Her agility is spot on. And Chun-Li's also good to use when it comes to heavy, hardcore damage. She has some dodge in between. Very solid stuff. Abel is definitely another must-have. I put him mostly in the top 5, where he'd be above Fashion Sakura. So, believe it or not, the top 5 would be Bison, if not Ken, Beast, Fashion Blanca, Elena, and Abel. These would be your top 5 characters to focus on in Street Fighter duels as of now, because all the new characters that dropped so far haven't really impressed me. I saw them in those challenge trials, and I'm just like, you know what? That's garbage. That's not worth anyone's investment. Just collect them like a collector's item and move on with your life. And especially since Abel's actually easy to grind, Fashion Blanca, I think, is just one little payment to unlock. And Beast and Geef, again, gotcha. And Chun-Li's gotcha, win gotcha. So all of them are pretty heavy on the win gotcha section of things. So yeah. Number 7, definitely Guile. Guile is really strong. Very heavy, piercing. Love him, especially Super Combo 3 where he does his flash kick, his somersault. Definitely strong, can pierce, and is really good on heavy damage. And he can actually tank through a lot of hits, which I do appreciate about the guy. Mad Ryu, I don't recommend too much when it comes to like the versus, the PvP stuff. He does die really quick. He is mostly used for guilds, raids, and boss events because he does hit pretty heavy. So that's the only reason you would invest in him. But that's as far as you go, because the top 5 I gave you is used for everything. Combat Guy is also a solid character. His freaking D-Spell is great. He can heal every time he does. And it's actually a really solid character at the end of the day. Like, when I first played him, I was very much in shock. I'm like, this character actually puts in a lot of work, and I do appreciate what he can bring to the table. And last but not least, if you're looking for at least one more good, decent tank, E-Honda's up there because he can block projectiles. He can be pretty heavy on defense and survive a pretty long time, staying in the front, avoiding your opponent from hitting you if there's a bunch of single attacks. But he could possibly die if he does get rammed by Metsu, Shoryuken, or any heavy damage single attacks, depending. But he does have a passive that has Desperation. He keeps him alive just a little bit longer so you can keep doing stuff. So those are actually my top 10 characters I would recommend you start investing in. Like, look for those characters, start starring them up, because they'll get you a little bit more farther in this game than you think. Because that's what I did. I'm working on everyone slowly now at this point. I'm not investing any more money. I'm done. This is with the roster that I want. I wanted Bison, I wanted Ken, I wanted Geef, I wanted Sakura, and I wanted Elena. Those are my top picks that I wanted to get done. Because they're the one who are going to put in a lot of work. So I hope this video does help you. You notice I didn't say Jury. You notice I didn't say Cammy or Gen or Rose. They're not worth it. I've seen them in draft. They die so fast. They're honestly not worth your time and effort to be like, oh man, I gotta like spend my entire life saving. No, they're not worth it. Bison, maybe, yes. Those guys, no. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Y'all be good, stay safe. We'll see you all another time. Thanks for watching this top 10. But yeah, I definitely recommend those guys for your roster. They definitely got me through a lot. I've used that for like ever since I got Ken. I got to 32-40. I'm just stuck due to leveling system right now. But pretty good, right? Thanks for watching, homies. Peace out.